In this video, I want to show you how it's possible to make $10,000 per month from publishing just one simple coloring book on Amazon KDP. If you've been thinking about self-publishing low content books and selling them on Amazon, but are not sure what kinds of books to publish, then this is the perfect video for you because coloring books are some of the most popular low content books on Amazon. Hi, I'm Caroline. Welcome to my channel. Every single week I share videos all about self-publishing books so that you can build your own self-publishing business selling low and medium content books on Amazon KDP. So if that sounds like something that is interesting to you, make sure to subscribe so that you do not miss out on any videos just like this one. I talk a lot about coloring books here on my channel. They are one of my favorite low content books to make and to sell, but a lot of people are hesitant to publish coloring books on Amazon because it is such a popular niche. There are so many coloring books available on Amazon and so many new ones are being uploaded every day. And so it can seem really overwhelming to have to try to compete with so many other books in the same niche. And the top selling coloring books in this niche are making an absolute killing. So for anyone looking to self-publish coloring books, it is totally understandable for them to think they'd never be able to compete with these top selling books. They'll never make these kinds of sales. This coloring book brand is one that I've shared in a few of my videos in the past, and it is currently the most popular coloring book brand on Amazon. They have 165 coloring books currently published. And if we head on over to the top 100 best-selling books on Amazon right now, they have 11 books in the top 100 of all books on Amazon. We've got one here at number 5, number 6, and number 7. If we scroll down a little bit further, we've got one at number 11, another one down here at 34, another one there at number 45. Heading over to the next page, we've got another one there at number 55, number 67, number 77, and another one there at 97. That is so crazy. And from those 11 books alone, out of their 265 books, those 11 will be making over $500,000 per month and selling hundreds of thousands of books in a month. So yeah, this would make most people think, why bother publishing coloring books when there are already people like this selling this amount of books already? One reason that I do really like the coloring book niche to publish books in is because although there are a lot of coloring books already and a lot of big brands in there, as I said earlier, these are one of the most popular low content books on Amazon and the demand for them is massive. The amount of people on Amazon buying coloring books is crazy and there is always room for new books and new self-publishers to come in. And you don't have to be the bestseller or top-selling self-publisher or in the top 100 of all books on Amazon to make $10,000 per month. So I want to share a coloring book with you that is making $10,000 per month. It is a very simple coloring book and it is not in the top 100 books on Amazon, and it is not from a big publisher that is dominating the coloring book niche. And I'll also let you know how you can make these kinds of coloring books for yourself and sell them on Amazon. So the book that we're looking at today is this one, Stress Relief Adult Coloring Book with animals, landscapes, flowers, pattern, mushrooms, and many more for relaxation. This book was published in June 2023, so around about a year and a half ago. It was published prior to the square format of book becoming popular, but that doesn't matter. It is still doing very well as the traditional 8.5 by 11 inch format of book. If we take a look inside, I'm not too sure if we're going to be able to see any of the actual coloring pages inside, but it is pretty simply laid out. We don't get to see really any of the inside pages except for these ones that are on the back cover. So these are fairly simple hand-drawn style of images. They're not overly detailed, they're not overly intricate, and they're not overly artistic as some coloring books can be, but that is the style at the moment. That is what is trending. Very simple, easy to color coloring books. And if we scroll down here, they have some really nice A+ content showcasing the images within this book. Even though this book was published a year and a half ago, which was probably just a little bit before this trend of the cute easy, bold style of coloring pages came in, it actually falls into that category. It's got the similar kind of style of a lot of the coloring books that are out at the moment that are really popular, which have this real cozy, comfy kind of vibe to them. This kind of fits into that, even though it was published before that trend really took off, which is obviously performing great for that book now. And it's currently sitting with a bestseller rank of 537. So definitely not in the top 100 of all coloring books, but a great bestseller rank. One other thing I do like to look at as well is the sales history of a book, because the bestseller rank that we're looking at is based on right now. And I always like to look at the history and how long this book has been selling this well for. So I've got this Helium 10 plugin or extension where it will show us the bestseller rank over the lifetime of this book. So we can see that when it was published in March 2023, it actually pretty quickly went straight down to being one of the better selling coloring books on Amazon. And it has pretty much stayed that way for the lifetime of this book. It's always very low, getting even lower over the Christmas holiday buying period, right into the top 100 of books on Amazon. And then after Christmas and the holiday buying period, it hops back up to that sort of 500-ish, 300, 400, 500-ish bestseller rank. And it just stays that way throughout the whole year. So an extremely consistently performing book. Now, the self-publisher of this book is called Kite Fox Publishing. They currently have 65 books published on Amazon, and they have a mixture of coloring books, puzzle books, and activity books. They do have a few books performing okay. These ones here have bestseller ranks around the 30 to 50,000, which is great. Again, a really good bestseller rank, not a best-selling book, but selling consistently. But this coloring book, the stress relief coloring book that we've just looked at, is definitely their best seller. It currently has a bestseller rank of 537. And again, while that's not a best-selling, top-selling book, that is a fantastic BSR. For anyone new to Amazon KDP or publishing, a bestseller rank is just a number given to every book in the Amazon store, and it basically determines a book's popularity with Amazon's customers. So the lower that number, the better. There are millions of books published on Amazon, so getting that bestseller rank as low as possible means you are selling more books. Now, let's take a look at the numbers and how much this book is selling and how much this book is making each month. I'm just heading over to the Kindlepreneur book sales calculator, which is going to work out how many books are selling each month based on the bestseller rank. I've also popped in the pages and the price of the book, which will help work out the royalties. So this book is selling around 3,000 copies per month, and that means it's making just over $10,000 per month in royalties, and those royalties are also going to get even higher at those times of the year, like the Christmas buying period where the book sells even more. This is good to look at as what this publisher would get on sort of an average month, and then over those holiday buying periods, the book would get a boost in income when it sells more. And royalties are what you get after all the Amazon printing and selling fees have been taken out of the sales price. So that is what this self-publisher is going to get into their bank account at the end of the month. So how has this self-publisher done this, and how can you do it too? Step one is creating your coloring book. There are several ways that you can make a coloring book, and ones like this, they are pretty simple. So you could draw the coloring pages yourself if you can draw good enough. You do not have to be an artist by any means, but if you can draw a simple line art page, then you're good to go. And if you have a program that you can draw in, something like Procreate is great for digital drawing. You could also purchase pre-made coloring pages from stock image websites. There are lots of different stock image websites that you can purchase coloring pages from, and they all vary in price. So you should be able to find something to suit your budget or that you are comfortable paying for. Another option, probably the most expensive option, is to hire an illustrator. But if you do hire an illustrator, you will get custom coloring book pages if you are not comfortable drawing your own or purchasing the pre-made coloring pages. Of course, when you purchase pre-made, there's also the chance that other people have purchased and put those coloring pages in their coloring book too. So hiring an illustrator, although more expensive, is a way to make sure your book is going to be completely custom and completely unique. And once you have the coloring pages for your book, you'll also need to make a cover, and it is the same deal here. If you are able to design and create a high quality professional cover that can compete with the other coloring book covers on Amazon, then you can make it yourself. But if that is not the case, and I would highly suggest for most people that you have a cover made for you, you can have book covers made very affordably through places like Fiverr. And so for most people, I would say your best bet is going to be to have a cover made for you. You do have to remember that the cover is what's going to catch the customer's eye when they are searching through the search results for coloring book. It's what for coloring books. It's really what is going to sell your book. Now, step 2 is selling your book. How are you going to do this? Let's go back to our $10,000 per month coloring book and see if we can take some tips from them on how to sell a coloring book to make $10,000 per month. I always like to look at the ways people market and promote their books, and it's interesting because everyone does different things and different things work for different people. So what I'm saying here is there isn't really one way to do this. You have to experiment and find what works for you and your books, and also fits in with your budget and how much time and money you're willing to spend to market and promote your book. Let's take a look at free ways to market your book first. Does this particular self-publisher have any marketing away from Amazon that is helping sell this book? I did a Google search for the publisher, but I couldn't find anything like a website or any social media account. So they are not promoting this book on any social media platforms. They are not building an email list to have a group of people that they can market to who might be interested in their books. These are all great ways to market your books if you do prefer to not spend any money on marketing. Build up social media accounts on platforms where books perform well, and also where you are able to quickly and easily repurpose the content. That's places like TikTok and Instagram, where you can create one short form video and share it across both platforms. Sometimes you don't even have to do this for yourself. By that, I mean lots of coloring books have gotten lots of sales by other people, customers like this, sharing the book on places like TikTok. But this, obviously, you have no control over whether customers actually share your book or not, and what they say about your book and how they present your book. So going back to our self-publisher over here, if they aren't using free marketing methods, are they using paid ones? And yes, they are. When I did a search for stress relief coloring book, you can see here at the top of the search results, their book is showing up as one of the sponsored products, which are the paid ad spots. So it seems like their one and only method of marketing for this book is using Amazon ads. This is a great marketing strategy where you can get results very quickly. And if you set aside a little bit of a budget, even if you are doing free marketing strategies, it can really help your book reach enough sales to reach that $10,000 per month goal. You don't have to spend a lot of money, especially at the beginning. You can start with just a few dollars a day to spend on ads. And then as you start to see sales increase, you can also increase the amount that you spend on Amazon ads to continue to build up sales until you reach the point where you are happy with how much you are making compared with how much you are spending. And if you can get your one coloring book to reach $10,000 per month, or whatever it is that your goal may be in terms of an income goal, then you can either continue to focus on that one book, scale it up even further, and keep growing that income from one book, or you can start a new coloring book and build it up so that you have multiple books contributing to your income. Although this all sounds very simple by me explaining it to you in just a few minutes in this video, and it is actually a very simple method, it does take time, it takes effort, and it definitely takes consistency, and you should not expect to see results overnight. You can see results very quickly, but still you need to give it a little bit of time. As with anything, just keep working at it and eventually you will reach your goals. I hope that you enjoyed this video and it has given you the inspiration and motivation to start self-publishing your own simple coloring books using the Amazon KDP platform. If you did enjoy this video, YouTube thinks that you might like these ones too, so go check them out to learn more about self-publishing your own low and medium content books using the Amazon KDP platform. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.